wife she had an amazing team of doctors. She had the brain surgeon. She also had an ear, nose, and throat doctor. Ear, nose, and throat, that kind of sounds like they didn't make the cut for brain surgeon. I want to be a brain surgeon. You know what? Let's stick with the ears, nose, and throat. You'd be better with the things surrounding the brain. Can I have the eyes? You know what? Let's stick with the ears, nose, and throat. We promised the eyes to the nerd at Lens Crafters. Why pick on optometrists? Those ear, nose, and throat doctors, they must look at dentists and think, just teeth? That's it? What about the tongue? Not the tongue, just the teeth. You just work on teeth, surgery on teeth? Oh, I don't do the surgery, that's the orthodontist. I mostly scrape stuff off of teeth while I listen to 80s music. I love Debbie Gibson. When you think about it, dentists, they don't do the surgery. They don't even clean the teeth. They're like, you guys do everything, and then I'll come in and jab them with a sharp object. Well, I listen to Debbie. I did figure out what type of doctor I would want to be, which is an anesthesiologist. Because just once, I'd like to walk in a room and go, hi, I'm Dr. Gaffigan. I'm going to give you some drugs so you can't talk or move. And one of these strangers is going to cut you open. Good luck. What draws someone to anesthesiology? It's like, I like medicine, but I really enjoy getting people high. If I can combine the two. I also prefer to sit during surgery. You ever see the anesthesiologist during surgery? They're always sitting there like, I don't even know why I have to be here. Yeah, they're still alive. Anyone got the Wi-Fi password? But I have a newfound respect for doctors, I do. Because when you think about it, unless we're sick, we listen to absolutely nothing doctors tell us. They're like, you should lose weight. Never gonna happen. What else you got? You should exercise. Does eating French fries count? Get out of my office. I don't even listen when I bring my kids to the doctor. The doctor's like, to avoid an infection. I'm like, my wife's like, what'd the doctor say? Don't pick the scab. I don't listen to nerds. That was the only time I would ever see a doctor is when I bring my kids in. Sometimes I'd try and horn in on a pediatric appointment. The doctor would be like, how's little Mikey doing? Mikey's good, he's good. He's a little worried about this mole I have on my arm. Yeah, I explained to Mikey that I've always had the mole, but Mikey thinks it might have changed colors. Jim, would you like to make an appointment? No, it's Mikey, he just needs a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the mole. I know Mikey doesn't want to play the Hippocratic Oath card, but you have to tell us, don't you? I'm mostly healthy. I worked out today. I know I don't need to. When I'm home in New York City, I work out at the Chinatown YMCA, and I realize when people hear the Chinatown YMCA, they think, oh, that's not like a serious place to work out, and it's not. It's not at all. It's mostly little kids learning how to swim and really old Chinese people with their parents. I didn't even know you could live to that age. But I tell you, watching a 90-year-old on an elliptical really inspires me to die in my 70s. It looks like a machine is eating someone's grandma.
You never learn nothing on the internet medically looking it up. Except one time I did. I found out that jock itch is also the name of a porn star in France. And what is it about getting in your mid-50s, your big toenails like a manhole cover all of a sudden? Holy smokes, I went to clip it the other day, the pin popped out of the clipper system in there. Holy smokes. Finally, I chip it off, hits my kid in the head, knocks him out, he's bleeding from the eyeball. I hate the waiting room too, the walk-in clinic. Holy smoke, nobody's got any manners in there. You know, everybody's sitting in there hawking, hacking, coughing, farting, burping, belching. What the heck? Then you go see the nurse. What are you here to see the doctor for? Well, it was a chest cold, and I think I got hepatitis after being in an interview. Gotta go in there and wait 10 hours for some. I could walk in there on bloody nubs and pulling my legs in a wagon there. Gotta sit for 6 hours. I ain't sitting nowhere over an hour if I ain't got a wine list or something in there. Serve some beer. Boy, that'd be a game changer right there, wouldn't it? Walk-in clinic, start serving wine. Oh, excuse me, nurse, what wine do you recommend that goes with my itchy butthole? Maybe a Boone's Farm, maybe a cherry wine or something like that. Then I finally get in to see the doctor. I got to wait on him in his room for another 45 minutes. Freezing cold. I'm in a backless paper gown. I'm a pair of high heels away from Caitlyn Jenner sitting in that office in there. Yeah. Then he comes in there and he looks at me, he looks around me, he looks in me, he lifts stuff up, he sighs a couple of times. It's like a bad episode of Storage Wars every time I go to the doctor. Then I spend all that money, waste all that time. You know what his diagnosis was? You're too fat. Yeah, no kidding. What the hell? I could have stayed at home and my wife tell me that for free. You're like, well, what are you gonna do about it? I don't know, hang out with people fatter than me, I guess. Maybe take a selfie next to a cement mixer or something. He's like, well, you need to eat better. What'd you eat last week? I don't know. Go get my t-shirt. He says, I want you to join a gym. I ain't joining a gym. Last time I was down there, I left a skid mark on a yoga mat. I ain't going down there. He goes, well, get on a treadmill then. Find a treadmill, get on it, but start slow and ease into it. I don't want you to have a heart attack. Oh, that's comforting right there. That's when you know you're a fat ass right there. When cardiovascular exercise is like Russian roulette all of a sudden. Honey, how much time are you doing on a treadmill? I don't know, hopefully 30 minutes. I ain't sure. All right. How'd he die? Sweating to the oldies. Weirdest thing I ever seen. My buddy's all mad at his doctor because he's seen him driving a brand new Mercedes-Benz. That's good. It means you got a good doctor. I want my doctor to have a brand new Mercedes-Benz. I don't want to be an hour and a half away from open heart surgery. My doctor show up in a 78 Plymouth and the door open up, a bunch of Pringles cans come falling out. He's like, he thinks he's better than me. He is better than you. He's a doctor. You're a bouncer / cook down there at Grits and Tits.